I'm pretty sure I have a fiber addiction. Now, all sorts of cable here that I'm going to be playing with. This all started with Vertical Cable sending me a spool of, what is this, multi-mode 6-strand fiber, and I've got some content coming with some connectors I put in here. And then I said to myself, what if I wanted to do a big project? Maybe I have a HomeLab and I want to do fiber because it's really not that hard. In here, I've already started playing with the fiber that I got by putting on mechanical ends. In my other previous videos, you guys have also seen that I've been putting on ends with my fusion splicer. But what if I was somebody who from a HomeLab wanted to run my own fiber and didn't want to just run something simple? I wanted to go better. So I started searching and I said, it's hard to get fiber from Vertical Cable if you were just a HomeLabber and you just want maybe a couple 100 feet to run in your own house and terminate however you want. And I found a website called LanShack. So I reached out to them and said, hey, do you guys ship worldwide? And they said, absolutely. We cut, we give you whatever you need in the box, and we ship it to you. They have piggies, single mode, most multi-mode. They have single mode fiber, 6-strand, multi-mode, 6-strand fiber, 2-strand multi-mode fiber, and my favorite, I actually bought these pieces, some containers or fiber boxes to terminate your wire into for a full project. I was shopping on their site because I said to myself, what happens if I want to buy wire for my own project? What do? I can't just go to some website and buy it because there's none around there. In Canada, maybe in the US, it's pretty hard to find. So I reached out to them and I said, hey, I do videos. I'm learning fiber. I want to do some videos on stuff that HomeLabbers might buy, either be multi-mode or single mode, depending on the application, depending on the transceivers on the other end. What can we do? And they said, well, what is your object, the goal of the game here? And I said, well, I want to do pigtails, which is fine, right here. And I want to do some fiber. Do you think you guys can sponsor me a couple feet of fiber so I can play with it and do some videos on that? And they said, absolutely. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is to show you guys this stuff is not expensive to buy for your HomeLab. You can buy pre-made, I didn't put one on my desk, pre-made LC fiber cables in multi-mode or single mode and all different kinds of connectors. But running through the wall is hard to do. This, might be better to use this cable, is about 1/4 of an inch. Very easy to put in the wall. Easy to terminate. You can put it on a back plate or you can put it in a box like here. Very easily. But if you put ends on it like this, it's hard to run that through the wall and they become fragile and stuff like that. So my goal here is to terminate these, and the reason I split this up on the desk is so you can see it. I have single mode and multi-mode, 2 containers. This is for a project that I've kind of started already to play with to learn the cable. My goal here is to use these 2 containers for these. So I'm going to run fiber cable from here to here. I'm going to put piggies in there. I'm going to test it, measure it, learn with it. Then I'm going to take it all out. And I'm going to do the same thing with this stuff in the same box. I'm going to measure it, test it, lay it out, fusion splice it, all that kind of stuff. I really thought this would be a good video for people who want to run and do their own fiber in their HomeLabs and stuff like that instead of buying pre-made cables. Now, just so you know, LanShack also has pre-made cables for if you're building your own house and you're at the stage where you can drill holes in the 2x4s and all that kind of stuff and you don't have to worry about anything. They make cables with the pull ends on it, so you can pull on it and it won't hurt anything. And then you unravel it and the cable's fine. Just so you guys know that. Now, the only thing sponsored here is this stuff. I asked them nicely, I said, hey, I'm probably gonna destroy the cable, I'm gonna cut the cable, I'm gonna make mistakes and stuff like that. Do you think you guys can send me a couple feet? So they sent 20 feet of each, enough to play with, just to get the bare necessities in the video to get going. And I went back on the website And down here, I've ordered myself 50 feet of each because I'm going to do some projects in my own house. So I'm hoping to gather you guys some information on how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to measure it. Some tools up there that I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's not really that complicated anymore. You just got to have cable, whichever one you want, a cleaver. My favorite is my vertical cable one. And I also have a, where's the other one? I think it's in my kit down over there. I have a Jonar Tools one. It works great too. And you'll need a VFL and some fiber strippers. The proper one for the right cable, because there's different sizes and stuff like that. And mechanical ends. I have some mechanical ends that work just fine. Mechanical ends really aren't the best for the future because pigtails really are cheap, but sometimes people aren't going to go out and buy a $900 or $1,000 or $3,000 fusion splicer just to put some ends on cables in your HomeLab. This stuff with mechanical ends will work perfect. I've already tried the cable in my lab and it works great. I measured it, tested it, video coming soon. So the gist of all this is people who want to go buy their own raw cable, you can get this stuff from LanShack. And my experience so far with them, perfect. Not that I've had bad experiences with vertical cable because they sponsor me with lots of goodies to get going and learning stuff like that. That's great. But the only problem with that is trying to get the raw materials yourself. You have to go through a distributor. And as a home labber, that's hard to do because distributors want you to buy mass quantities. That's what they want to sell to somebody who sells it, etc., etc. It's not very friendly for the home labbers and stuff like that. Whereas LanShack will sell you all the goodies so you can do it. I don't see that they sell the mechanical ends, but I'll put a link to a place that does, and it'll get you going. So very simple video, very quick intro to what I'm going to be doing with this stuff. And the point of me buying this was because I can go onto it as a consumer or a person or whatever you want to say and buy this stuff from their website and have no problems. So I'll leave the video at that. You stay tuned. Watch how I'm going to progress with this. I'm going to pick one of these modes of fiber and I'm going to use this box. And we're going to test it for light with my VFL. And we're going to use some power meters that I have up there to see how much loss I have, because the whole point of fiber is to make sure you have as minimal loss as possible. Just because you got light doesn't mean much. But I'll leave it at that. And I'm going to say thank you to Vertical Cable and LanShack for getting this project going, because it's been a big dream and a goal of mine to get fiber going and learn it under my belt. Still got lots to learn, but hey, I gotta start somewhere, and this is where I'm starting. So you guys like and subscribe, and we'll go from there. Any questions or comments or pointers, let me know. See you later.